Okay, so we're going to look at topic number 10 here. And before we get started with it, let's just focus on what's happening. We're going to multiply two fractions together. So when I multiply fractions, it's top times the top and bottom times the bottom, which means I could rewrite this as 4 times x minus 6 for the top. And then the bottom, we could do that 3x minus 18 times 2x. But before I do that, I noticed that 3x minus 18, that can be factored. So I'm going to factor it first just to see if there's any factors that'll cancel out. So I'll pull out a 3. That'll leave me with x minus 6, just like I suspected. And then that 2x is just going to hang out right there. It's going to multiply in. I noticed that everything on the top is really being multiplied. I see the subtraction symbol in there, but that parentheses is just like one chunk of um, stuff for me. So it's really 4 times a chunk, and then on the bottom we have 3 times a chunk times 2x. So I can actually cancel out these two pieces since everything really is being multiplied. And then that would leave me with 4 over 3 times 2 is 6, so I can just multiply those together real quick. And then x on the bottom. And then I can simplify 4 over 6 to 2/3. That x is just going to hang out as well. So that's my final answer for topic number 10. Topic number 11, we've got a similar situation going on here, but I realize that we've got a lot more. We've got quadratics and stuff on the tops and bottoms of our fractions. So again, this is just a multiplication problem. So my first step would be to factor these pieces out. So on the top, if I'm factoring on this first one here, it's going to be x and x. And then we'll have, let me zoom in here quick. Then we'll have, so two numbers that multiply to give me -3 and add to give me -2 would be a -3 and a +1. Okay, and then on the bottom there, I'm going to pull out a 4. That'll leave me with x plus 2. And that's going to be multiplied by something, but I'm not even going to put a multiplication symbol. I'm just going to multiply them right away. I'm just going to put them on the same fraction. So that x plus 2 is still up there. And then on the bottom, I'm going to factor that as well. So I'll have two numbers that multiply to give me 3 and add to give me -4 would be -1 and -3. And then I just got to look to see what cancels. This cancels with this. This cancels with this. I'll be left with x plus 1 over 4x minus 1. Just like that. Oh, let's see. Are we on the right one here? That's topic 11. This is topic 12. Okay, we're going to divide. So dividing is not super difficult if you remember how to do it. Dividing is just multiplying, but we're going to flip one of them around, or we're going to find its reciprocal. So I'm going to take the second one and flip it. So then when I do that, I'm actually going to wait till the end to show you that. I'm going to factor the first fraction first. So my first fraction, I could pull out, well, what could I pull out? 7? So if I pull out a 7, that'll leave me with 7x plus 5. And on the bottom, I could pull out a 6. That'll leave me with x minus 5. And then I'm going to do two steps at once here, so try not to get lost with this. I'm going to extend this because we're going to multiply, but I'm going to take this one first and I'm going to put it on the top because I have to flip these around. So if I do that, I'll pull out a 3. That'll leave me with x minus 5. And then this one's going to go on the bottom. If I pull out, I can't pull anything out. It's just going to be 7x plus 5 for that one. And then I'm going to look to see what I can cancel out. Looks like I can cancel this with that, this with that. I'm left with 7 times 3, which is 21 over 6. And I believe that is my final answer because 21 cannot be divided by 6. So that's it for topic number 12. Topic number 13 is another division question. I'm going to do the same thing I did on the last one. I'll start by doing x minus 2, and I'm going to pull out a 3 out of the bottom, so I'm just left with x plus 1. I'm going to multiply that, and I'm going to use this one on the top because that's what you do when you divide. You multiply the fractions, but you flip the other one. So I'll multiply that, or maybe I'll just extend my fraction symbol out. So if I factored this one right here, I would get x and x, two numbers that multiply to give me 2, but add to give me 3. That'd be 2 and 1. And then on the bottom, I'm going to factor that one as well. Two numbers that multiply to give me 2 and add to give me negative 3. That's this one that I'm looking at. That would be a negative 2 and a negative 1. Then we'll cancel things out if we can. Looks like this one can cancel with this one, and that one. So we'll be left with x plus 2 over 3 times x minus 1. Okay, I will start topic 14 in the next video.